everyone, welcome back. And today we'll be talking about some other properties of functions. So let's just say we have a function which is swim. So a function named swim, and now it require a speed. So basically, based on whatever the speed is, we are actually printing swimming space and then the speed. Now from the main, let's say if I call swim and I'm supposed to print something, let's say slow, medium, fast. Now if I try to run this, you can see that the property is being updated for the swimming along with the swimming text that we have now. There is a way. Let's say I don't want to pass anything from over here, and if I try to run it, it will say that this no value is passed for the parameter. Now what we can do to get rid of this thing, so basically for that Kotlin basically provides default values. So you can maybe use slow as a default parameter. So let's say if nothing is passed, this thing will be used. If anything is passed, it will be overridden. So let's say for this swim, we got this we had this medium, so this slow will not be used. It will be using the medium which is being passed, but for this one, this default value will be used. So let's just try to run it and see if this thing works, and you can see that this worked for the slow. Then we got this medium and then the fast, which is getting from these two. So this is how default values for a default value you can use. The next thing is having some required and non-required parameter. Let's say you have a function that can have a required parameter and it can have a non-required parameter. So basically for that purpose, let's just say you got this thing. You can just type a print function, and it's be here you should change water, and now you have this day as string. Now temperature is int, but it has a default value, and you have a dirty int as 20, and it returns a boolean value. So now you can see this day is a particularly something that is required, but even these two values are not being passed, it will work. So this is what we can do over here, and let's say we can check is like return you can just return when and then this when can have, let's say the temperature is greater than 30, you can return a true, or if it's dirty which is greater than 30, you can return a true as well. If the day equals to Sunday, you can return a true, else you can return false. So let's say we have this function, and you can use this function for the feed the fish program that we used previously. So basically it's just a simple thing that when you, let's print the day is Monday, dirty is 29, and temperature is 29, and day is 24. Now you're supposed to do should change weather like this. Now if you run it, it will return temperature. Okay, now if you run it, okay, day is equals to, if you run it, there are some mistake with the compiler, can see it returns false. But let's say I change it to 31, and now if I run it, you can see it returns a true. So basically it's just a required parameter. And let's say if I don't pass these values, you can just use the only Monday, it will also work because there are some default values. So this is what we have over here. The next thing, and the next major thing, is inline functions. So basically a compact inline function. Let's say if you have a function, toHot is a function and it gets a temperature in integer. Now in normal scenario, what you're supposed to do is you can just return stuff and type in some stuff like that. Now you just need to assign it to equal, and now you can just use a expression like this. So let's say this is a function, and it say if it's too hot, if the temperature is greater than 30, you can use it too hot. Now let's say rather than this, I can say too hot and the parameter I pass 34. Now if I run this, you can see it will return a true. If I pass 24 and try to execute it, you can see it's not too hot. So this is our inline function that we can write. Let's say if we have function is dirty, and then we got this dirty parameter as int, which is equals to, now you can just type in equals to dirty is greater than 30. And also the same thing is like if it's Sunday, now it will be getting a string as day, as string now, which is equals to day equals to Sunday. So these are these three functions that you can use, and just, and now we got this thing. Okay, now it's basically is dirty, basically 43 2, and now for this function we'll be using is Sunday. Now the day should be Sunday. If I run it, you can see that these functions will be called as we go. So this was a little bit about inline compact functions and also default values. And thank you so much for watching the video. I'll be joining you in the next video.